Hey, this is Penny. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you how I made this little heart. It's approximately 85 to 90% recycled materials. Take a piece of cardboard or thicker paper, fold it in half, and cut your heart shape out of it. Using your card template, cut exactly the same size heart out of a piece of felt. Use three or four different kinds of denim. They can be striped like this, or they can be, just plain ones with darker colours and lighter colours. And cut strips. Lay them out in some sort of order so they look good together. These are now laid over the top of the black felt heart. And now pin them into place and then sew them. You can see how much excess there is, so I will just trim that off and put it into my small scrap bin when I've finished. But that ensures that the edges will be nice and neat if you go over the edge. Using either a dark blue, a medium blue, or a white, do a fancy embroidery stitch to join each one. Now, they're not quite straight, but I'm not worried about that. At this stage, you could use it as is, or you could add anything you like to it. You could put colour into it, you could hand embroider it, you could add all sorts of things to it. I'm just going to go with the denim and lace, so we'll go on from there. As a bit of artistic trivia, in our Western culture, lines or arrows or anything that directs the eye up, it can be a row of dots or anything that takes the eye along the line, it's better when it goes from bottom left to top right, because that creates a feeling of expansion and going forward. Whereas for some unknown reason, if they go the other way from right to left, there's a feeling that you're up against a brick wall here and you can't go any further. You're backed up against a wall. So the expansion always tends to occur from lower left to upper right. Do what you like with that information. These are the laces that I'm going to use. And I've got different types. I've got the very strong white ones, which I'm going to use as my main design. And then I've got some for if I wanted some sort of background lace, because it's got a lot of space in between. It's just decorative. It's not overpowering. So that's basic. And probably my favourite one is the tassel lace, because this is really useful for delicate work. So that's it. Here I've sewn on the background laces. You hardly notice as it's so weak. These obviously you notice, but my main area of heavier design will be this section. So these are just a background. Now I've placed 3 smaller flowers and 1 larger one. And I've added 3 tiny lace flowers on top of these 3 small flowers, which gives them a sort of a double effect. And I probably will put another flower in the center of the big one. I've added 3 little silver leaves, like leaf charms, and a few other bits of tassel lace and things like that, and pearls in the center. And I'm now going to mount it onto a fresh piece of black felt, and then do some fancy machine embroidery stitch around the edge. I'm not sure then, I might leave a black border. You can see here that I have left a little 2mm border around it, and that I've given it actually 2 rows of stitching around the edge of the fabric. First of all, I did a row of embroidery stitch in a navy blue cotton, which held it down. And then I changed to a white thread and did another row around the edge of a very delicate floral stitch. So basically that's now the finished product. These are 2 other lace and denim hearts. And, well, they're pretty much the same, but they're very different. There are so many ideas for these. The contrast of the blue and the white keeps this colour scheme extremely simple and very effective. But obviously you can change colours. You can, alter them in any way you like. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And if you know anyone that would be interested, please share it with them. You can see more of my work on pennyema.crivado.com. I'll put that below the video. So until next time, thanks very much for watching.